Hey, what is going on guys? My name is Scotty. Welcome back to a brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 6 video. So this is the first official Black Ops 6 video on my channel. It has now released today on October 24th if you do, pull a little sneaky move and say that you are in New Zealand. But regardless, in today's video guys, what we're going to be talking about is the best controller settings right now for Black Ops 6, whether you're on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. These controller settings are going to help you out a lot. Now of course this game is still new and there's a lot of new settings in the controller settings, so I might make an updated one on this if I do see any significant changes, but from what I've done so far, I feel like these are the best settings to use right now for Black Ops 6. So before we get into that, if you guys do find this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and maybe even subscribe as well so don't miss out on any more future Call of Duty videos here on the channel. I post all things tips and tricks related. But with all that said and out of the way, let's hop right into the controller settings. Alright, so here we are in the controller settings guys. I'll go through all the important ones, but I'll obviously list everything that is here that you need to change. So starting off, we have controller for the aiming input device obviously. For the button layout, I like to stick and move. What it does is it swaps your jump and your melee, so you'll be jumping by pressing the right thumbstick, and you'll be meleeing by pressing A or X depending on if you're on Xbox or PlayStation. I like this a lot because you can bunny hop while not letting go of your thumbstick, so it's pretty good. For horizontal and vertical sensitivity, I put it at 6. You guys can change this one up to see which you like the most. Controller vibration, we have that turned off, and for trigger effect, we have those turned off. Less distractions on your hands are better. And for the dead zone inputs, we have the left and right minimums at 0, and the left and right maxes at 99. Now if you have stick drift, this may affect it, so if it's a controller that has a good amount of stick drift, I would kind of stay away from this. And then for the left and right triggers, we have them both put at 0, and what this does, it's just going to kind of act like a hair trigger, so with very minimal input on your triggers, the game will register it as a click. So instead of having to push the whole left trigger down to aim, the second it detects any sensitivity from the trigger, it'll automatically aim to help you guys get a little quicker reaction time. Now moving on to the aiming. These are what I have for my sensitivity multipliers. The third person, ground, air, tablet, I really don't care about those. For ADS, I have mine at 0.60, and my ADS sense for focus I have at 0.35. I feel like this is the best for me. Experiment and try and see what you like the most. And next on aiming advanced, we have the ADS sensitivity transition timing, and we have this as instant. So the sensitivity multiplier is applied immediately when aiming down sights, so there's no weird little in between where you might be aiming and your sensitivity won't feel as if you're actually aiming down your sights. I feel like this one is the most accurate and good for anyone who really knows how to aim. For the aim response curve type, we have dynamic. This is one I usually use in most Call of Duty games. It has fast starting movement and then slows down to the aiming rate with an S curve mapping reversed. Now for the movement, you can either have sprint assist turned off or turned on. Usually I would kind of avoid tactical sprint assist, but that is just my personal preference. I like to have a little more control with my sensitivity when it comes to running, especially in a game with omni movement. I feel like having it on might be a little kind of, I guess you could say, a deal breaker, just because if you're trying to slowly lean left, you're going to start sprinting fully over there, and that's not something I want. So personally, this is probably the first Call of Duty in a while that I've had any kind of sprint assist turned off. But then for mental assist, we have that turned off. For crouch assist, we have that turned off. Corner slicing, I have that turned off too, just because, especially with the omni movement in this game, sometimes what you might see happen is when you go to dive in a certain corner, your gun will tilt and it'll kind of affect your aim in a way. Even though it says corner slice does not affect your aim, it affects the visuals of your aim. So I feel like turning off corner slice just makes the game a little smoother and gets rid of those little bugs for now. If they start smoothing this stuff out, maybe I'll turn it back on. For slide and dive behavior, I have mine turned on to tap to slide. For auto door peek, we have that turned off, and the rest of these really aren't that important. For combat, aim down sight behavior on hold obviously, and these are the rest of the ones I have here for the combat. So those are most of the important ones, but the best thing to do is start experimenting with them and see which ones really work best with you, because everyone's controller settings are going to be a little different. There's no one true meta. So here we have it guys, these are the best controller settings right now for Black Ops 6. As I said, the game is still new, so I'm experimenting with different settings, so as I said, if there's a better setting list, I'll make an updated video. But for now, give these ones a shot. I've been leveling them all. And of course, experiment and try new things out, because everyone's preference is different. There might be a few things on here that aren't as great for you, and vice versa, there's some on your list that you might like that I don't think is personally the best. But regardless, give them a shot and go from there. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video guys. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as well, so of course you don't miss out on anything else future in the channel. With all that said and out of the way, I hope you guys did enjoy watching. My name is Scotty, take care and have a great day.